Mundis is a new geothermal heating and cooling cooperative. The vision of Mundis is obviously to make a positive environmental impact as a company, but we want to make a difference towards the climate. Geothermal heating and cooling has been available for decades, but has not been available to the modern consumer. Our mission is to change the public perception of geothermal heating and cooling by making it a cost-effective alternative to the environmentally unfriendly air conditioning units of the average homeowner. Most of the people that have air conditioner units do not realize the amount of electricity that the regular air conditioner takes in their home. It's about 50% of the energy usage in their home. The problem, of course, is that geothermal has not been readily available to homeowners. Part of the issue is that it has only been commercially available, and it was so expensive that only big corporations, schools, or other larger buildings used geothermal heating and cooling. Another issue is the fact that it takes up a lot of land for the loops that were done in the past where they were put in the ground. We have circumvented that problem and made vertical loops possible without having the issue of using up large spaces of land for property. The solution, of course, is that converting to geothermal heating and cooling will save money and protect the environment. The reason that we did a cooperative is we wanted to make it readily available. In a cooperative, the members own part of the organization, and we'll sell the franchises out to those owners, and they will sell out memberships, and that's how we will give a reduced product that a homeowner can actually use. Geothermal heating and cooling is, like I said, it's been around for decades, but it has a loop where the heat transfer occurs in the ground. There is also another version where they use water, but a lot of people do not have access to lakes or streams or anything of that nature. And bodies of water can actually heat up incredibly fast and also freeze, which is another issue. The geothermal heating and cooling itself, because of the loop, we have a vertical loop, and we have a new patented material that we have concentric pipes that go within each other that disperse the heat as it goes throughout the ground. That's one of the advantages to our product. In the cooling mode, the heating process is reversed. It creates cool, conditioned air throughout the home. And in the heating mode, obviously it would go from there, where in the heating mode it brings in the heat from the ground and expels the coolness to the earth itself. We have patented material, a concentric loop that we put in the ground. We can drill a vertical loop, and then the water passes in and out with our patented concentric piping to have a heat transfer of the product. That's one of the advantages of using geothermal HVAC, especially from Mundis. The concentric piping, of course, allows us for space saving for vertical loops instead of horizontal. In the past, as in this picture, there was a lake. You usually had to have like a big body of water. You could transfer water back and forth. Sometimes you could access spring water, but that's actually not available in a lot of counties and states, just from the environmental standpoint of using spring water to bring it into your home and then nature. By having a closed loop system, our product is much more efficient, and it's a new technology that we're putting in the ground on an old system. The cooperative, as I said before, we'll sell franchises in different states, and those franchises will have memberships. And with our concentric piping to use for the heat loop transfer, that is another way that we'll make money from that as well. We're the ones who put together the units, and we sell them to the consumer. Some of our units, we have two markets that we're using. Of course, I want to go into the market size. The global industry sustainability is expected to be $422 billion in the world by 2022, and 86 billion, up from 86 billion in 2015. Geothermal is estimated to grow 15% each year through 2019, and it only gets larger from there. With the advent of our new technology, we expect these numbers to be very conservative and have higher growth for our industry. Our market size itself, because we have the concentric piping and this technology, we put together two individual units. One that a do-it-yourselfer can do, where they can take this unit, convert their old air handler, and put that in the ground as a member. Another thing that we offer is different organizations that will install for us professionally so that the homeowner doesn't have to worry about it at all. The marketing plan. Of course, we talked about the laws of acceleration and 22 immutable laws of marketing. It states that programs are not built on fads, they're built on trends. We'd like to think that geothermal has been around for decades. It is not a fad, and it is definitely a trend. Companies and organizations are still using this technology to this date because it saves money. We do have competitors. Two of them are listed here. The reason they're not factors, number one, they don't have our our technology, our IP. They don't have the concentric looping system. And most importantly, they actually push their product to commercial properties. And these are the biggest ones, and they're actually associated with different types of organizations. One is a electric co-op where they're trying to do a whole bunch of installs right now and having it done on commercial properties. And Solar United Neighbors is trying to do the same thing, but again, is marketing to commercial properties as well. We are going to target homeowners. Our social media marketing. Social media is very important. Our plan is to identify users in the environmental, like environmental activists from YouTube, people that care about the environment, join those groups, use those influencers to try the product out, and then after they have the product, have testimonials on the internet so that they can, again, influence other people. We're looking for our social media influencers to make a difference with our marketing campaign and also to make our product known and why it's different. Of course, our marketing plan is to partner with home repair stores as well and also make known that we have a newer product that is good for homeowners because we have the concentric piping for our vertical loop system. So we will use our social media outlets, go to the providers themselves that are doing the installs, and also make sure that we partner with home repair stores like Home Depot and Lowe's as well, and get the word out that we have a new product and that the actual homeowner can put that in themselves, or they can use any one of our contractors to have it installed. The founders of Mundis and the team that are going to lead you, of course, myself being the CEO. My name is Brian Gruber. I have started two businesses, one of them being a successful environmental company for the past 23 years. And I also started a 501c3 charity that helped out people that had chronic illnesses. Both of those companies are still in existence. One of them was sold to another organization. Whitney Alston is a wonderful serviceman of the United States Air Force. She has also started her own 501c3 organization. It has been running successfully for the past 5 years. And currently, she is attending her doctorate program and has her master's as well. Michelle Fox is also our wonderful chief financial officer. She has run her own business for the past 12 years. Projected future earnings in year one, we expect to make about $250,000. That rises on a linear level, and well, actually, it goes up exponentially over the next 5 years, and we expect to make almost $1,400,000 by the end of year 5. These are very conservative numbers. We just wanted to put down what we had expected based on projections. The milestones. Obviously, we want to bring our concept to incorporation. We've done that already. We have our patents. We have a proof of concept already in the mark. Because we have proof of concept in one of the local areas in Florida, we're trying to see our Series A funding right now. The company is currently valued at $3.5 million with our intellectual property and our proof of concept. We are seeking $350,000 in consideration for 10% equity. We expect to have the money within 9 months, and of course, our funding will support the purchase of new equipment, especially the production of the IP that we are selling, and additional 45,000 members.